name is Serena, and this is my next video. So, happy 2020 to anyone who's watching this. Um, if you hear any weird noises over there, there's still a chicken in this room that I shoot in. I like it because most of the time it's a little bit quieter, but now there's a chicken. So my holidays were good, pretty low key. Just wanted to, but it made me think of, because I celebrated on the 24th this year, it's the 25th. For anyone who celebrates Christmas, most people celebrate on the 25th. I celebrated on the 24th because my mom had to work. But that was fine. It was all good. We did our gifts. A friend came over. We had dinner. It was all, like, copacetic. So, but it did make me think of, like, holiday celebrations growing up. Because on the 23rd or 24th, depending on the year, I would most of the time go over to visit Ronaldo's family. And they would have gift exchanges and stuff like that for the kids, and it was fine. We'd have dinner and whatever. Most of the time, it was weird. In fact, like all the time, it was weird. I have 3 stories I can tell about how just like to show how weird it was. The first one was at one point. So when you would get there as a kid, you were supposed to say hi to all the adults and like hug your grandparents. Which you gotta know, those are Ronaldo's parents. Both of them didn't speak very much English. His mom actually spoke no English, and his dad spoke very little English. And then you were supposed to hug all your aunts and uncles and stuff, and then you'd go over and you'd like play with your cousins. Now, playing with your cousins just means Matthew, who was the oldest out of the cousins, would bring his games with him. And then we were just told to go, like, into a separate room where there was a TV. He would play his games. Sometimes we would play multiplayer games, but most of the time it was just Matt playing his games and we were just supposed to watch. There was no parent supervision. There was nobody, like, saying, like, hey, you guys should all play together or anything like that. And even though it was Southern California and it was still, like, warm. Like, warm enough to wear, like, a sweater outside. Like, still warm enough to wear, like shorts and a sweater and be, like, fine as a kid to go play outside. And the houses had backyards and grass, and it was fine to play outside. You just, like, you weren't allowed to. Like, that was just, like, thought it was a shocking experience that you guys would want to go play outside. So we never really played outside. So it was mostly video games. It wasn't, like, puzzles or board games or anything like that. It was always video games. And it was always, like, Matt. One of the few times we did play a multiplayer game, which I think was Mario Party, which, if anyone's ever played that, you can kind of know how difficult that could be for someone who's, for, like, a littler kid, for, like, a kid that's younger. And the youngest out of, like, the group of, like, cousins was Evie. I think at the time she was probably, like, maybe, like, 6 or 7, if that. And she ended up losing, and, now looking back at it, I do feel bad. But no one comforted her, not even her parents. We as kids didn't comfort her. She ended up getting up and running upstairs because we were celebrating at her house. And just went upstairs and just kind of, cried in her room. And no one tried to comfort her. Her parents didn't try to comfort her. None of the kids did. We just, like, everything just kind of went on as, like, normal. And then, when she felt better, she just came back down. No one acted like anything was wrong with that. So that was a weird experience. I don't remember how old I was at the time, but that was a very weird experience. And, the next one was, I was probably, like, maybe, like, 6 to 8 years old, I want to say. So at the time of then, I was going over to my dad's house. I was going over to Ronaldo's house on the weekend. So I had made a point to bring music, so CDs, because, CDs were a thing, with me at the time to play in his car. Because his car had a CD player. And, it made it so I could listen to music while I was with him and stuff. And that was fine and good and stuff. So one Christmas rolled around, and I got a portable CD player. And at the time, I was jacked. I was like, this thing is super cool. And it, like, was brand new, and it was a pretty, like, nice one, so maybe, like, I don't know, 25 to 30 bucks. But then I unwrapped the next gift he gave me. And you gotta know, normally he didn't give me gifts at this, like, gift exchange with, like, family. He normally would just give them to me in private, like, when I was back home with my mom. So it was kind of, like, it was kind of a mystery, but I thought, whatever. And it ended up being the CDs that were in his car, which I paid for, which I, like, you know, bought with my own money. And he's like, oh, I thought you wanted these for your house. I'm like, no, I wanted these for your car so I could listen to my own music, so I could listen to music I liked and stuff. But they were open and they were used. And one of the CDs wasn't even in the package because he didn't take it out of the CD player. He just took the packages out of his car and, like, wrapped them and gave it to me with the brand new CD player. So that time, I cried. I didn't cry in front of everybody. I went to the bathroom and just kind of cried into a towel. But it was just like, it was a shocking experience. It was just kind of shocking and realizing of, like, how weird that could be. And then the third story is, I think this was my last time of going over there. When I was, like, I think I was, like, maybe, like, 11 to 13, give or take the ages, I was doing night school, which isn't N-I, it was K-N-I-G-H-T. So, like, think of medieval times. I would spend my weekends at Renaissance fairs. I traveled around a little bit. I went to different events with a group of people who would dress up as knights and they would ride horses, and it was just, like, super fun. It was, like, some of my best childhood memories, I have to say. Like, some of, like, I've got other ones, but, like, that definitely ranks above the top. So that Christmas, one of my aunts had found in some type of catalog or magazine that she would get. It almost sounded to me like a Sky Mall thing, but I don't know where she got it from. Was a knight. Was this, like, plaster knight. It was painted, and I still have it to this day. And if I can think about it, I'll put up a picture on the screen so everyone can see it. It sits as, like, kind of, because it's I guess I should say it's ceramic. It's a ceramic knight that's painted and stuff like that. But there's since been parts of it that have broken off with, like, moving or just changing positions, or one time I think it even, like, kind of took a biff off a low shelf or something. So, whatever there. But I still have the box to this day, and I still have that knight to this day, and it's super cool. I really love it, and yeah, I don't even, like, but at the time, I had to be, like, I think I was closer to, like, 12 or 13, because I think I had, you know, hit puberty, for anyone who doesn't, you know, for the nicer way of putting it. But, short story is, I unwrapped it, and I was jazzed, and I ended up looking at it. So it came in a box, like a cardboard box, and then styrofoam. So one side it was, like, placed into the styrofoam, and then there was another piece that would go over top to hold it in there. So I would pull it out and look at it while it was still placed in the styrofoam, and Ronaldo was, like, he was mad. He was mad. At one point when I opened it, he said, if you open it, like, put it away. If you open it one more time, I'm going to take it away. And I was like, it's my gift. If I break it, like, that's my own thing. Like, I understood, like, the whole, like, consequences for your action thing. Like, if you, like, break this, no one's going to, like, replace it or fix it for you right now. Like, that's your thing. So, I was like, okay. But he ended up doing that. He ended up coming through with that and saying, like, so I opened it one more time to look at it that night. Like, at a different time. Like, I'd put it to the side, open it one more time to look at it before I, like, went home. And he was still mad about it to the point where he, like, then, like, when I put it back down, he picked it up and put it in his car. Now, you gotta know, he didn't drive me there. My mom drove me there and dropped me off. And she was gonna come and pick me up. Because by that point, I did have a phone, and I could call her and tell her when the party was over. So I had to So I was like, well, that was just like stupid. I didn't get like mad or sad. I just was like, that was really stupid and weird. So then I just like ended up being able to get it out of his car, and the rest is history and fine. But it does lead me to the fact that I think probably family holidays growing up were just as weird as that experience. And those experiences just going together. Okay, thank you. Bye.